Hello, my name is Vivek Vaishya with the team members Amaya Surve, Joby Jet Matthew and Shreya Vettel. I'm here to present on behalf of my team the demo on our natural language processing project which is titled Nano Cross Chatbot. It is a cross-lingual chatbot that we have created with the help of Chatterbot, Python, library and Google Translation engine. So let me demonstrate how it works before going to how the code is written. So first of all, I would like to tell you that the Chatterbot API is only compatible with Python 3.7 and below, and that is the reason why I had created a separate virtual environment using Python 3.7 version exclusively. I have already installed all the required libraries using pip so as to have no problem during running. So to run it, I need to start the main.py script using the Python interpreter. In the first run, it takes little while because it needs to load the file into the memory and it needs to train the initial model. As of now, we have not added any feature which can store the pre-trained model. It needs to train the model every time we start the application. So here is our GUI. Let me bring it into the center. The GUI is written in QML, which is a markup language for Qt, PySide 2 plugin and framework. So whenever I want to ask anything to the crossbot, I need to type it into the text box provided here. So when I type a message into English, I am expecting the reply should also come in English language only. I have pressed enter. It will take a little while in the first attempt, but it becomes really great later on. As you can see, I'm getting a reply or response in English language itself. So now, if I type anything in Hindi, I'm expecting the reply to be in Hindi language only. So, because I do not have a Hindi keyboard, I will use the English approach. What is that? Writing Hindi in English. Like आप कैसे हो. So the first thing that it will do is translate the sentence in English language, and then it will try to find out a reply for that sentence, for that question, and in return it will give a reply in Hindi language only. As you can see, I am getting a reply in Hindi. If I asked a question in Marathi, I am expecting the response to be in Marathi only. आपण कसे आहोत. As you can see, our trained model is not perfect, but our cross-disciplinary chatbot across Lingual Chatbot is working perfectly. That is, we are getting the reply in the language that we have asked in. We have to work on improving our model. So, if you want to know about the code, let me open it. So the execution starts from main.py script, and the UI is written in main.qml file. Let me explain the main script first. So as you can see, I have included PySite2 library for um, writing my GUI in this file main.qml, and then I have included Chatterbot Python library along with Google Trans New, which is used for requesting to Google Translation API. I first created a class Nano Crossbot, which has objects, or you can say class members, translator, which is an object of Google Translator, and Chatbot, which is an object of Chatterbot API. I first trained the model using a file, a set of question and answer dictionary, and it will be connected to the GUI. So whenever a user enters anything in the uh, text box, it will call this method get response. The chat will have the sentence. This sentence will be passed to the translator API, and that translator API will give me a response converted into pure English. I'm also detecting the language that it was written in originally. So when I get the response from the translation API in English, I pass that to the Chatterbot object to get the response, the final response. And this final response will be again translated by the Google Translation API into the original language that I have detected previously. And finally, the result will be given to the GUI written in QML. As you can see, this line, set context property bot. In here, I am exposing my NanoCrossBot class to the JavaScript engine QML so that it can access all the methods written in Python. As you can see, all my chat is displayed using list model. The list view will be updated for every new sentence which is generated by either the user or the bot. So whenever any new input is given, it will first add that input to the list view, and then it will call the Python API to get the response, and that response will be set here when it receives the response from the Python NLP backend, the Chatterbot backend. It will update the chat model, list model, and upon updating the list model, it will get the delegate from list view, and we get the final response. As you can see, the user chat is in light green, and the bot response is in light blue color. So this was all about our project. I hope I have explained everything that we need to uh, discuss about our project. We have a lot of things to improve in our project. It is not perfect, but we will try to make it even more user friendly. The code is available on the GitHub to be forked later. Thank you on behalf of my entire team.